We are about to go live, or we are live now with everybody. So we're gonna bring in some of the brothers from all over. We got Nick and Sagita's joining us right away. So I'm really excited. And I'm gonna just make sure that we have this link up and running, ready to go, shared with everybody, so that people can come and join us and we can start to bring more people together as we grow, as we share, as we move with intention. So there we go.
Dzień dobry, pan.
Dzień dobry, hello. Dzień dobry, dzień
Good
dobry.
morning. Good morning.
How are you, my brothers?
Good morning. I am very good. I just had a beautiful steak. So happy
Nice.
for breakfast. I ate for breakfast this time.
Good for you, dude.
Sick. Bro,
What's up,
you look
guys?
amazing.
Hey!
Thanks. Yeah,
Who we have here in the audience? Sorry, not in the audience.
it's been a month, boys. How are you?
So good, bro. I just had a most profound meeting.
That's on brand for you.
Yeah, I know.
Which one?
I just met with Utam and Pierre about the building of the ecosystem and the mining and different payment subscriptions and building out the network. Focusing on our responsibilities as brothers, and yeah, I might be going to Poland next month for the festival. The festival, they might bring me out there, so we'll see.
That's dope.
To the movie? What's the name? There's some kind of movie festival there.
Yeah,
it's Bitcoin movie.
Pierre's the one that's organizing it, so he was on the call.
So
nice.
Cool.
Yeah. So it was profound. It was really good. It's like, and everybody, like, we're all about making and building the future. So just like us, like we're all building together. So I'm really excited because more of us are starting to integrate and bring this all to life, man.
So what's the scoop, guys? Can I get a little like peek behind the curtain of what you guys are up to?
Of course.
Or I mean, whatever you guys are doing, I'm curious.
Well, it's really about continuing to build the bridge, right? Of this magical divine economy that we've always known that is inherently within us. The biggest opportunity is always about identifying key roles and responsibilities of people that want to build it and people that are thinking big enough and listening to what everybody wants to create, because at least for me it's always been about, hey, like, let's make it happen. Let's be integral about following our heart's mission and desire, so that as a result it comes together. And if we're following the wisdom of our heart, it's easy to make it happen. We just need to listen. So I've been doing a lot of listening.
Nice, dude. So tell me about like what happened in Madeira. Like, did you guys like take over? Like, are you now like landowners of like
What?
Earth owners? I would say earth owners. Like,
okay.
That would be no under or overestimation.
I would expect nothing less from the two
co-owners. Maybe that would be the correction.
However you want. I'll help with like the marketing. It's fine.
It really is, bro. From my perspective, it's a family, it's a playground, and everybody is doing their part. And Madeira gave me an awareness of how brilliant people are willing to take responsibility. And Madeira gave me the understanding that there is so many of us that are building the future, that we're not alone. Madeira gave me the awareness that there's so many people that believe that they can build the future, that they don't think small anymore. Madeira gave me an awareness that at the highest level of principle, people are willing to stand tall and not allow old predetermined manipulation to hold them back. And it gave me absolute fucking clarity. It helped me identify the responsibility of our of the. It became a like Madeira showed me the vehicle.
Shit, that sentence is a dope one. I like that. Fuck yeah. Very cool. So what's the what? Like, what's the what now?
How it was?
Well, what's next is we're building the. So, for example, like the infrastructure with the energy sector is a key component of responsible action.
Okay.
So that energy can be integrated into electricity, so that we can start powering up more of the network, and more of us. The more nodes there are, the more networks there are, the more we can move energy across. And so the miners are a big part of building the network.
Okay.
Building and holding mean like, yeah, alive.
Yeah. And then in addition to that, creating the ventures and the businesses that are also in Bitcoin, so that there's availability and integration. So it's like the other day I went to the Home and Garden show and I was like, hey, do you accept Bitcoin? Do you accept Bitcoin? Do you accept Bitcoin? Because I believe that they need a newer way of accepting, so that they start to, and that's what Pierre, he's been creating Flash as a payment mechanism for subscriptions. And so we're meeting tomorrow with the energy sector about the mining, and then the following day about how we can integrate the marketing mechanisms. So like not marketing, but like the payment mechanisms on like these landing pages for events and experiences, that people can pay with Bitcoin. And on what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and we're doing a youth festival event in Portugal, or sorry, not in Portugal, in Portland, where the youth is Portland, Oregon.
Okay. Dope.
Which is for youth, and it's about integrating who they are and educating them about how they can amplify their own awareness and take initiative of the collective work, which is amazing because I'm having a meeting with them about the affiliate partners and like the speakers. And then we also have a retreat in July happening, as you know, in Ibiza.
Yeah. Dope. Okay. So you guys are moving. Got a whole thing happening right now. This is not the right resolution.
Do you have like a resolution of yours? Is internet low or what?
No. I'm having to do a little bit of design work. So I was looking at a photo that was sent to me, and I'm like, this is not working. So, but I'm present. It's it's just a little vignette. We'll sit over here. Actually, this is what we should be doing.
What about you, bro? How are you?
I'm. It's been a really fucking intense couple weeks, to be honest with you. I'm just landing now. It feels like after a whirlwind. My body's been going through a lot. So structurally, I am having more energy go through me than I've ever had happen to me before, which is like I feel like I've had the language to deal with before, but this is a whole new level. So it's been very intense. I've been like in and out of like a channeled state almost every day for the last, I don't know, like I said, 2 weeks nonstop. So yeah, been recircuiting myself. I finally, like, my body finally came home to itself. It feels like today. And yeah, trying to integrate the best that I can in the experience of what's happening with not a full awareness of what I'm supposed to do with it yet, you know, if that makes sense.
I love it.
Yeah, so you were having a lot of energy going through, and you don't know now what to do with it?
Like basically it feels like I was you know, a 50 gauge wire holding like 1,000 watts of energy that, you know, was like expanding my body. Like it just like wasn't comfortable. And my whole body would go into like these like semi-seizure states. And yeah, I was conscious for sure while it was all happening. But it's like the motherboard was being like blown out and having to rewire itself. So yeah, that's just what's happening. I'm like learning about a lot in the experience of it, and I have some hints of why. But I think like the only thing that I can really do right now, and what I've been trying to do for weeks, is just like let go into the experience and release into the experience and allow it to move through me. And yeah, adjusting. So yeah. I don't, it was kind of out of the blue, to be honest with you. Like I wasn't expecting this, like when I got home to be a thing. And yeah.
Yeah, bro. Then you write that you're gonna reach out to me after 48 hours and it turns in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It makes me, without even question and understand, that you are going through something that you need to go through.
Yeah.
It's
been super emotional. Like I've been fucking like it's been that, and like huge emotional releases, like crying for like hours on end in the middle of the forest, trying to hold on to a tree to feel like I can self-stabilize in the process of what's happening to my body. And that's just completely upfront, honest, like the realness of whatever this is. And finally, like the last 48 hours has been enough to be able to like really root into being in a human body again. But yeah, it's been like I feel like I've been on a ship that's been at sea, and it's been shaken a lot by the waves. So
yeah.
So sorry for the delay, guys. I really do want to speak with you. I just haven't really been able to.
No, I totally get you.
Yeah, muster the energy to be able to do much else other than just like receive whatever this is. So
it's amazing to have you here now, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Nick literally called me 5 minutes before we start, and I was like, "Bro, that's it. Let's make it short. Here's the link. Are you up for joining in?" Because we both were, me and Eric, we both were talking about you at some points, and we both fundamentally, I guess, curious, and we missed you, and we want to talk to you.
Missed you boys too.
Like, where is the brother? He's processing. He's crying in the forest, but that's that's so cool that you allowing that to go through, and you take your time and no pressure, and just like very inspiring to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you guys a little backdrop too, maybe for context. Like, so last year there was an incident that I had. I don't know if I talked to you about this, but there was like an energetic attack that I had happen while I was traveling through Indonesia after a series of very like intense experiences with a woman. And it basically felt like I'm like used to being plugged in to my source and like getting streams of information that kind of direct me where I need to go and what I need to do. And my body feels very attuned to the truth that I'm walking and like stepping forth into that on a regular basis. And after this experience, it was like something had been severed. Like I knew that like I could feel in my body. It was like there was like an entity that I was having to dance with. I felt like my soul was like being severed from my central core. And for the last few months, basically been trying to recircuit myself to get all of the pieces of myself back into my body and ground into that in a consistent way. And yeah, I ended up going to see someone who helped me kind of reattune to uh, myself again. And it was like my soul came back in and was like fucking furious. Like it was just like, fuck all that shit. You shouldn't have to deal with this. Like my soul was just fucking angry at like the whole deal. I had to have my like soul star basically like reattached to my crown, and like my right side had to be realigned, and it was a whole process. And afterwards my whole body was just like plugging back into the memory of my nature. And yeah, it was intense. It was like it was a mixture of like being fucking so angry and so frustrated at the fuckery that happens on other dimensional planes that we don't necessarily know about, and not trying to give that credit or space beyond what it actually is, while simultaneously having that be an embodied truth that's like currently present within my consciousness. So it's been a dance, but yeah, I feel like myself again in a different and brighter way. It just is requiring me to like to integrate in a greater level than I think I've needed prior. Like usually I'm pretty good about slowing down and trying to process, but this was like a colossal wave of energy coursing through my system to reattune me back to my home. So thoughts, questions, concerns, curiosities, commentaries.
I love your awareness of your self-awareness of your process.
Oh,
I think
oh,
this is really something in the way that you're able to be so succinct in your ability to communicate it outwards is very integral, I think, not just for yourself, but for many people that want to feel like they actually they're not alone, because I believe that what you're going through, there's a lot of people that can't explain things in the way that you can, or they can't even hear themselves in the way that you're able to articulate it. And it's important for you to make sure that you share that. So being vulnerable and authentic in the way that you're expressing it creates a safe space for anybody that's listening to say, wow, like I get it. This is what's been happening with myself as well. If not now, then at some point or in the future, if they reflect back upon it. So thanks for being so open about it, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like, thanks for the reflection. And it makes me, to be honest with you, like the spiritual space or like all of this esoteric stuff, I feel like it's just wormholes within wormholes within wormholes of like trickery and fuckery at this point, because people are taking advantage of other people in ways that they really shouldn't. And it's not something that should be manipulated, and it's not something that should should be trifled with. I think there's lessons in the process of it, but I think at this stage there's so many quote unquote wisdom keepers that are shepherding people in like a 2 degree or 5 degree separation from truth and the essence of what we're actually doing and how to actually be here and what true presence feels like and what true communion with nature is. And it's really easy to forget, but I want in my core to be able to teach and speak to all of these things in a way that's very concise and doesn't it saves people the time and the energy of having to do what I think a lot of us have had to do, which is like bump against the edges of things that clearly aren't sourced in a way that feels pure or in integrity. You know, like I don't. There's no room for it anymore. We don't really have time anymore for the side quests or the like the wobbly nonsense that's not rooted in like really trying to create dynamic change or support each other in a way that's heart-centered or out for individuals who are cloaking themselves as alternative nonsensical god knows what. Like it's just like I'm at my cap. My cup is beyond full of all the fuckery. So
Yeah.
calling out and claiming no more of the nonsense, because you know the more layers you continue to peel back, the like weirder and wonkier it seems like the players like to get with the gamification of the process. And I'm grateful for the lessons, but at the same time it's definitely been a gear grindy process to try and walk myself back into a state of full embodiment again that feels like it's my full wholeness, you know. But because we forget too, I think it's like it happens like so quickly.
It's the main
it's like
point.
It's like it's just a little sliver. It's just a little crack, and the little crack starts to bleed, and then it becomes a river, and then it becomes a stream, and then it becomes or I'm doing reverse stream, river, and then an ocean. Where you're like, what happened to my soul? And it's like, yeah, you've been pouring into things that aren't fundamentally within your essence.
Right.
Like,
and I think that's the thing, is that so many people they get confused because maybe they've been guided in a way that isn't true or isn't meaningful, and instead
100%.
it creates a level of incongruence within themselves, but they feel so empty, like they're consistently needing to prove themselves, versus recognizing their own level of worth and shining, because what they've been told is that they can't shine because of somebody else's limitation. And so I think that
Totally.
this is only it's unfortunate that it happens, but like, when you say quote unquote wisdom keepers, I don't even believe that that's wisdom. I believe that that's a limitation. That I think that that's like from my perspective, of course, I think that whenever you're limiting anybody in this world, it's really your own limits, and you're not willing to embrace the fullness of yourself. And that, to me, I don't know if I mean, I do know, I would say I don't believe is wisdom.
Yeah. No, I agree. I was, that's more, I mean that in a semi sarcastic, like I'm like, I oftentimes I feel like people come and they're like, oh wow, here's this thing that is exactly what you've been looking for, and is this golden carrot that has all the solutions for all of your problems, and it's exactly what you've ever dreamed of all at once, right here on a silver platter. And all you have to do is sacrifice just a little pie crust of your soul. That's all you need. Just to hand over a little bit of your essence, and subject yourself to a little bit of deception, just for this perfection that actually is not at all real. And I'm just like, like fuck, like and it's not necessarily me in the process of like what happened to me. I don't feel like was that. It wasn't levels of deception like that. It was like multidimensional fuckery that I was still learning about at the time and trying to learn my own discernment. But I think, to your point, and this is the only thing I really wanted to add, is like God moves through us through the sun and the earth, right? Mama Gaia has all the wisdom that you would ever need. The sun has all the wisdom that you ever need. The waters have all the wisdom that you'd ever need. We don't need to externalize anything beyond your communion with that, which is your essence and these key bodies that hold you on a regular basis with unrequited, like unwavering love. Like it's just like you can commune with that, you can speak with all that, so long as you give it the time and the space. You know, like Sakitas, I feel like watching you play with all the things that you're playing with is such a gift, because you're actively working your inner child's expression to be able to dialogue on a daily basis with that which is truth, and that is the divine mystery that's unfolding right beneath your feet, surrounded by all the plants, trees, and essences that are alive and willing to commune with you, you know. So when we get all these like people who are like, yeah, we gotta go and do this other side quest thing, and it's like has no relationship with nature, has no relationship with the sun, has no relationship with like the fundamental energetic divinity, like I'm just like why are we doing this? So sorry, that's
yeah,
a
and
bit of
oh man, it's my heart is blowing out by hearing you talking about nature and interaction with nature. And while you're speaking about, you know, nature, I hear fiat system and I hear Bitcoin system. You know, like fiat is everything else pretty much outside of Bitcoin, right?
yeah.
And it has no direct connection with nature, in principles, in values, and I'm not saying everything. I cannot say everything, but
Sure.
fundamentals like economic system, for example, it doesn't have at all connection to make it real.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin liberates that opportunity, because since Bitcoin is nature, it's not creation, is discovery, as Eric likes to say. And why is discovery? Because there is elements of nature, there is patterns, there is energy, there is mathematics, there is like it's just nature, and all those are pulled in from different directions. And here you go, Bitcoin. Because in Bitcoin you can, if you're gonna go deep in the rabbit hole, maybe you don't even need to go deep, but you're gonna start recognizing patterns of nature. So such, for example, very easy, is halving, and that's a Fibonacci sequence calculating backwards. You know, it's limiting supply. Yeah, that's one of the patterns. So it's cool that you're bringing this Maya playfulness and expression to as the way you see that I am connected with nature. And I want to say, like, in that case, I would be even willing to let go of the I, because it's not me anymore, you know, like it's just happening. It's so
totally.
It's just the flow. The things, just comes, project shows up, people shows up, support shows up. And I think that childish playfulness and curiosity is contagious. It's triggering, and because it could be, exactly, it's remembering. That's why I feel that's why marketing is not fitting in Bitcoin. That's why reminding each other, we speaking through symbols, when do we know when we know? When we remember, pretty much.
Entirely. Well, and I think that's what you're talking about is like what I feel like the last 2 weeks has been an even greater degree of for me. Is like, how do you hand yourself over to like nature's will and that expression, and making sure it's actually pure and you're actually listening to her truth and what she's asking for right now more than anything else. Because like she's literally dying to have a conversation with everybody. Like, she's like, please, for fuck's sake, like I can be patient all day. Like there's no force, but like someone's got to talk to me and have like a little conversation about what's up. And I think the more that we do that, the more that the path that we're stepping along continues to like unfold and braid us into a shape that feels like it's actual truth. Yeah. Anyway, I was writing a lot about that yesterday. And
I was curious to ask you about your book. Maybe that's where you can segue in.
yeah, so I need to dive back into the book. The last 2 days have been a little bit much, but the book's gonna be about everything that's really happened and transpired over the last 3 years, and like assembling all these different pieces and learning about exactly what and how and why I had to go and do all the things that I had to do. And it's yeah.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I know part of that book already. You know?
Bro,
I'm so curious to
for sure.
Yeah, I'm so curious to read it as well.
Oh
again.
shit! I'm getting a work call. Can I take this, guys? Is that okay? I don't want to.
So you jump on when you're ready. I'm gonna invite Rafaela. She was writing.
Okay.
She wanna jump on.
Beautiful. I'll hop back on in like maybe 5-10 minutes.
Yeah,
all right?
whenever, I guess. Eric, I'm gonna invite Rafaela. I want you to meet Rafaela.
Of course. Did you share the link in the group as well?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
She wrote me that she's watching and she would like to be a part of it. So
amazing.
Rafaela, you're welcome when you
please, yes. Wait.
It's so good to catch up with Nick. I feel so happy to have him in my life. It's so inspiring to listen, and it's just the stories of Nick is beyond my reality. I'm so curious. His experiences is just from another world. And as you say, it's so cool that he is so also willing to talk about it and share it so wonderfully, and he can put it in sentences and that makes sense, which is very authentic. Absolutely. Unique. Rafa. Do you hear us?
He's just connecting.
Okay. So I met Rafaela on New Year's. I don't know, Rafaela, let us know when you hear us, when you're in the room fully.
Can you listen me?
Yeah, it's a bit lagging, it seems. I don't know about you, Eric.
Yeah, I can. That you send it to me exactly when he was leaving. But anyway, I will try to add him.
He will come.
But no, I don't even know. Maybe no. I'm okay. And now I should just concentrate myself, because do you know what? All this help, I only got distracted because I exactly was knowing how to run everything before to bump in all these help requests, because actually this is my baby. I created and I decided to do this investment before to meet all this help. So yeah, I should just get focused by myself, ignore all these ends, and don't lose my time, because I have my plan and go for it and fuck off.
Rafaela, I want to just let you know that we are still live, and Rafaela, she's talking about the project that's the name Sync Off. She's creating in Italy, in Spain, and she want to make a party that challenges and the status quo of creation of AI, for bringing all kind of people together to celebrate life and at the same time experience AI impact on us, and with all kind of experiments to explore what a fuck we are creating. And Rafaela is the one that she's writing articles and ringing the bell of unconsciously developing, or not unconsciously, but missing the wisdom of inclusivity, creating AI, developing the AI that can become, of course, manipulation and all of that.
Do you know what? Do you know what happened now with Toby as well? That I'm sure he's unconscious of what is running, you know. But I already knew. Why? Because I can be conscious of his dynamic, while maybe he can be conscious of my borderline wine, but he is totally unconscious of what and why he acted this way. While I was not shocked because I was already expecting, because I already knew his BS, you know? And artificial intelligence with algorithm is just amplifying this. So it's giving us the chance to see it, to see it. And we are just being all narcissists to say, oh, fuck, this technology is a monster. No, shit, we are a fucking monster. So let's each of us work on our monster side, which are given by fear. But do you see how mean are they? You know, you just needed to understand that they are BS and let it be. But
Rafa, if we focus too much on others, then we are not having, we don't be wasting our
each of us,
energy
mine as well, mine as well. You have to let it go. You have to let it go.
Yeah. By the way, I want you to meet Eric.
Actually, I made a call of art for his land for helping him. If you go and see my story, it's there, you know. I didn't remove it. I made a call of art for his land in all of this. And if you go on my story, the call of art is still there for calling people to come help you and help the project there. I didn't revenge with all these shitty messages. The second one so mean as well. The call is still there for the land. I didn't take any kind of revenge on him. I will just let it be and trying to understand how to recover this big impact. Because, you know, now I lost him decorating a place with all the help all the time that I was sure there was him, you know.
Yeah. Rafaela, I want to also you to introduce to Eric. He's also in the room. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, no, I noticed him, but I didn't listen him neither speak. I listened him Nick speak, and I felt in love in 2 seconds. Oh my God, he's so fucking empathic, man. But is him from Naples?
I'm not sure where is he from. I think he was born in America, but he has some roots in Italy. Yeah.
Because so Rafaela is
Eric. Rafa is the Italian, and she's a bit crazy Italian, I would say. And we have a rule that you don't shush the Italian. That's very clear. When Italian speaks, Italian speaks.
So, perfect. The rules are already in place.
Yeah.
But because you sent me the YouTube, and in the YouTube I could also have written, and when I wrote as well, nobody has written, and so I didn't want to interrupt further. And then when you send me,
we don't keep a track of that chat, so it's best that you want to jump in.
But you didn't send me the Zoom chat for let me enter, so I couldn't enter.
That's our rule. That if you want to jump in, you write us DM. And then we will send you.
I did it, but it was too late when you sent it to me.
Nick will jump in back again at some point, if that's what you feel missed out.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was intense. Sorry, but I couldn't avoid to share it, and then we will both of us delete it and go on. But yeah. Do you remember yesterday I felt the need to speak about you because my feelings were so confused about Toby? Yeah, and can you understand that I can be really, but on my feeling, on when I am scared about someone, and I'm really clear inside myself, you know. I'm really like, I really would love to love, but when I get that kind of, is because I know that in that person there is something that I know it's hurtful, and there are some detail which, of course, I didn't want to share it with you, but that made me notice that his care wasn't natural, like spontaneous, like what Nick was saying. I totally got it. Ecco, what Nick was saying, and I grave there wasn't in him from me. And this is one of the reasons why as well I didn't like him in the end. So that's why it didn't really hurt me, because I saw that from Toby there was never what I look for, you know? And that's why Madurido fucked me up, because from another side, this man gave me a lot of pure attention, because the love bombing phase from his side was real, because this man, even in a sick way, it's really into me, you know? So was really obsessed by me as a narcissist is obsessed in the first part from a person, and he cannot get this person because I was not his one. And in fact, he started to insult me and run like insane, as narcissist cannot have something really want, which is not Toby. That sent me a message like, I know now you will take it as a shock, like a narcissist that is waiting for, oh, now let me have a bit of fun with this girl crying for me. And then, in fact, mad because I was not giving a shit while he saw me desperate for the other man. But these are, you know. And now, can you see why I was this way with Robbie, with Robbie? But can I understand that at least under a friend point of view, and after, you know, I mean, what the fuck?
How are you, Eric?
So Rafa, I'm curious to know what you're working on. What are you creating in this world?
Oops. Sorry, I didn't understand you were still here. Sorry, I'm terrible. Ciao, Raffaella. So now you got me totally my truth. So you met me totally true. Ciao, Raffaella, piacere. Scusami, scusa, in all this, he was trying to tell me, oh, mamma mia. Sorry, I'm terrible. Sorry, I'm terrible.
You're not terrible. It's okay.
Okay. A bit of context. I was telling him about my personal.
Don't worry. I don't need to know. I already heard everything.
No, the context, which is just the context that will not go further in my personal life. Sorry. I was telling him about my personal experience with my personal friend lover. And because I thought you were in another place, not of course there with him, and you were telling me that he was trying to introduce me to you, and I was telling him, yeah, but you didn't share all the stuff, and now we were privately, me and him. So I was telling him, yeah, now we will come back in the project, but I want to share with you because I felt hurted.
I was here the whole time. I was here the whole time. So
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were there. Otherwise, I was not going into my personal life. Sorry, I feel sorry.
Why?
So, coming back and deleting this bad parenthesis. Ciao, sono Raffaella and the crazy Italian, and this and this now I showed you. I'm from the Costa del Sole. Despite this, you can seem a lie now. Look here. One of I guess the 60 total day it's raining here. So honestly, I love it. I love it, to be honest, because it's never raining. Then a few things more. This is Bacco, my cutie love.
Beautiful.
Now everything you are seeing today is a lie. I don't know why, because he's terrible. And today he looks so cute. I don't know why. Why
Not
you
a
lying
lie.
as well, man?
It's what's real. It's what's real. He's not
Why?
Now
lying.
Costa del
Why?
Sol is
Come on.
raining. My dog is quiet. I don't know what else. I look like romantic in sharing my things. This is real. This is my Christmas tree, despite it's not
Oh my
Christmas
God, this
time,
is so hilarious.
and is my boyfriend as well.
Wait, boyfriend.
Yeah.
You're showing your boyfriend to everyone now, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Of course, I have to introduce a bit of my, and this is my life, my house,
Show the balls.
the ball,
Show the balls of your
yeah, well,
boyfriend.
this is my man anyway. Show the ball, show the ball. I mean, like, I'm jealous, you know. And of course, ring for sex because I mean, and this is the cute detail as well. This is me. This is my dog. This is our house on his hand cap. And wait, I will let him shy as well. Despite he will not give his best because it's daytime. In all this, I'm writing my next article. Will be beautiful. Will be beautiful.
Wow.
It's
Beautiful.
That's a real
Very nice.
That's a real man right there.
beautiful. To be honest, I didn't expect that it was coming out so beautiful because I've done it like bullshit. One night, the police took away my dog, so I went insane. So a normal Christmas tree became my man. And then I found it so nice that I said, "Do you know what? Doesn't matter. It's my Christmas tree. This will become forever tree." And then here it is, and here it will stay. I was thinking to bring it to my party. And actually, to be honest, I was trying to understand how I can reproduce it for trying to do it at an hour festival as art installation would be nice. But I should make it in a way that leave no trace. And this one, yeah, definitely will leave a trace. I cannot. This is a living trace. This tree.
The parts are
This
falling
is a
from
living
the
trace.
man is ripping apart. It's gonna be ripped apart.
And
This man,
you
if you're
and
gonna bring
you,
it.
Enrico, I only know you are a crazy Italiano as well, and that you cannot shush you neither.
Say again. Say
Eric.
again. You know I'm a crazy what?
Crazy Italian
Italiano.
that cannot be shush neither.
I don't know. I would say I am infinite Polish Canadian with a lot of energy. But I don't think any of us are crazy. I think that all of us are actually very, very intelligent. I think crazy is a perspective of people that don't get curious about understanding the wisdom that we all hold. And so crazy is only a limitation that's passed on from people that are not curious enough about other people.
Do you have a better word than crazy?
And but because do you know? I guess this is as well because it depends the acception, the accezione. I don't know how to say in English, honestly. That the meaning that you give to crazy, of course, in the meaning that I understood you give. Yes, I totally agree. Like crazy, like they diagnosticized me. I agree with you. And in fact, I'm crazy or not crazy according to I work in Microsoft, IBM, paid the shit and make for them a lot of money. So I'm not crazy, but then I'm crazy for society. You don't know. if I am or not. Yeah, according with what I am useful or not for society. But the crazy I mean, when I say crazy, I think about us at Burning Man, going in a desert for 5 days. We don't know each other, but we decide to meet there in a desert, starting to create, collaborate, and became a society and living together, When I think about craziness, I think about that good aspect that I call craziness.
I have a curious question. Is that crazy or is that infinite? Is that crazy or is that creative? Is that crazy or is that possible? To me, a crazy individual has been so used by society and its circumstances that creates so much contrast for people of a narrative, and they create a narrative around what crazy means and what that looks like. So instead, I choose to use the possibility of seeing how artistic and creative and infinite we all are, because I believe that clarity is power, and if we're really clear with our language to everybody around us, then we'll help them see how actually similar we truly are.
I have a suggestion for a better word. Instead of crazy, it's permissionless.
Yeah, it's possibilities as well, like I don't know, creativity. I don't know. We are magic. When I see that, we are just unbelievable.
Magic is amazing.
Magic, yeah, we are magic. I see us like magic creator. Like I find that's beautiful, like so many different, like weird. I don't know, but my acceptance, I'm super weird, but I love my weirdness. Like any other person I see so different from me, but for me it's like a art piece that is working, and I love it. From someone else in the society is like, we are weird motherfucker in the desert, and for me it's, yeah, we are weird motherfucker in the desert. So what? I see yes, what do you want to come? I think it like in this way. Come if you like, come, because actually this is the problem that they would like inside themselves. That's why they get so mad, and more mad that they get is because more they would like. When I see people that they come close to me and then they try to fuck me up, is because I understand that they would like it. They would like to be like me so much that in the end they need to fuck me up. And so fuck me up. What can I do? Fuck me up. That's why I don't see anything bad, because trust me, and this is what I do sincere, because I'm really passionate about people behavior. I studied either with AI, either under psychology, music, art. I try to do it under using all the human art, science, all the aspects, because all the aspects, of course, speak about that, because it's made by men, and collecting all the point. And I understood that you need to accept all the nature, even like the one that you say, what the fuck, this is really not acceptable, in the meaning that it's difficult to let it fit then with other nature, because it's a nature that is been so damaged in the society, in being the society, because built a parallel reality that now doesn't fit with other realities. That then struggle the nature and struggle the other nature. So it's a drama. And so it's difficult to integrate these realities, which is the reality. And despite it is something so deep that it pervades so aspect of your life, job, friendship, family.
It's really beautiful what you're saying.
Even because they are so inside yourself for each of us, which is such a personal fight, first of all, and then a community, a collaborative one that requires such humility, constance, and effort, which a lot of time you have to fuck up and stand up again, fuck up and stand, be committed because you understand this is the only way to be truly happy and day by day happier, despite you suffer a lot meanwhile. But a lot of people, they just prefer to ignore it, tell themselves another lie, and go on. And then they also get surprised if they find themselves at certain point even more miserable, alone, isolated, frustrated, and what they choose in their life, because the lie before or later come down. That's what I would love to really get into their fucking mind, but I'm not able to. They run away. And they delete you to run away.
Maybe you're doing it now. Maybe you're getting into the hearts rather than the minds. Maybe that's more valuable. Because what you're saying, Rafa, is beautiful, and it's so important, and it's so integral, and I can hear when you're speaking the energy of your heart's wisdom really coming through you, and it means a lot to you from experience. I can hear it coming from your own experience. And you know, the most beautiful thing that I would love to share is that whenever anybody is trying to fuck us or fuck us up, it's not them, it's their ego, it's their limitation. It has nothing to do with you, right? It's only because
their fear. Their fear.
They fear. Their fear.
They are fucked up because they suffer in the end, you know. They are in a loop. They're in a loop.
And because they're suffering, it's important to have compassion, right? Because they don't know what they're doing with the energy that they don't know. So they're doing the best with the energy that they have. So by us understanding and by us knowing, it's the space of compassion that ultimately helps us redefine the change, because that means that we get to move forward with strength and resilience, doing what we know our hearts is here to do, because it's the wisdom of our hearts that's going to bring us all together, not the mind. The mind is the amplifier, but the heart is what brings us together.
It's the only one. You're perfectly right. The mind is the amplifier. When I think, I amplify it. Yeah, you think for understanding and accept, and then you should, like you say, and then you just don't think anymore. You just go.
Just go.
Yeah.
You're beautiful. I really appreciate your wisdom. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I also appreciate a lot to speak this conversation. I am having really like days intense. Let's call them intense, but nice also to have this conversation. I feel like you know, let it go. Helping a lot to let it go, and so then I can focus, engage, and go on. Go on with Aquarius Lemon.
Aquarius Lemon.
How is Tina? But Tina is not there, right? Did you met Tina? Eric, did you met Tina? Kira.
Kira, of course. Yeah, Kira I met.
Beautiful.
She's not here. No, not here. Yeah.
So, Eric, how did you join that land? How did you arrive at that land?
How me arrived to the land? I came here for a burn for a New Year's, for the burn we met.
No, I know, but did you invite Eric there?
Of course I did, but he didn't came.
Ah, okay. No, Eric, sorry, scusami. Vabbè, dai. Today I'm KO because today I'm KO. I'm mixing too many teams in a moment in which my heart is bo 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 for the whole thing. I'm thinking how it happened that now you all are in this land having this beautiful conversation that you connected
No,
there.
Eric is in Canada and Nick was in somewhere. I don't know where Nick is. So we are like, not.
Yeah, but in fact, now I was not like I was expecting to speak only with you, but it's not the case. That's what I'm meaning.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to be invited in the room. How do you want to be a part? You wrote me, and I sent you the link.
And I wanted Digo, how you and the beautiful people connected for the project. What's the reason why you are all in the land? Corky Town.
No, so Eric is not in the land.
Ah, okay. So I am in the room. So you see, I'm still okay. I'm still continuing to don't understand nothing. Va bene. Buongiorno.
This room is has nothing to do with the project. Well, maybe something. So me and Eric, we having our meetings every day, and we stream meetings live, and it's a King's Bulls meeting, King's Bulls board meeting, and we talk a lot about whatever comes out. Like today, we don't know what's coming
but
in.
It's
like,
not boring at all. It's not boring at all.
Is what?
It's not boring
at all. It's not boring at all. Why does it have to be boring?
You didn't say boring meeting.
No, I said it's board meeting. So literally, we are creating something that we are discovering something on the way. We are allowing magic to come through and do its thing, and we invite people to talk about projects, about Bitcoin, whatever people want to share, like to some degree, and jamming with whatever comes out. Creating, we're being productive. Usually Eric is booking all kind of meetings, connecting people while we're talking for 1 hour or 2 hours. So it's our business office hours.
I didn't know that.
Well,
but look at here.
Well, this is a rocket. One of the Genesis in spirit is a rocket.
Eric knew it.
Beautiful, yes.
Bellissimo, eh?
Eric has one. Eric has one. Eric has one. Nick has one.
But is it true that if I burn it around me, it will give me good luck?
Of course.
But I've done it. I've done it yesterday. And look today, what happened? I sent you the other drama. Maybe I should have burned it more because I didn't want, but I didn't want to ruin it. I like it a lot. Then I will a bit more, maybe. Maybe I should do it a bit more now with you because you will improve the power.
Please.
I am a particular case. Wait. As you know, I am a particular case. I don't leave one. I take all of them. Right. Eric, please be part of this particular moment for me of purification. No, joke aside. Really. But by the way, the smell is really beautiful.
Yeah. What do you smell?
Which plant did you use it?
So the main leaf is eucalyptus, and it can be inside sage, but sage, rosemary, mint. I mix a lot.
Smell like a strong Majorana. And do you know that plant that you use when you don't want to smoke to mix with the tobacco? There is a
No, I don't know.
particular plant that you use to smoke mixed with it that smells like this.
I can smell it here. I feel I know the smell, so I smell it. Interesting.
Bello, bellissimo lo smell. Profumo. Smell. Well, I hope this will work this time.
Of course it will.
Is it beautiful as well? Still in a beautiful shape as well.
Perfect. So now I'm curious about your experience in magic. What happened? How do you feel?
I
How
want
your what's the impact?
to speak about my project. Then, if this is a room where people can speak about their
I
project.
want you to share about your project, but I need 2 minutes or a minute because I need to go pee. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no, but I will book our official project with the deck, AI empowered art, belly dancer, artwork.
Do you see her, Eric?
Sigita,
Do you see her?
sorry for the bad figure. Sorry, I'm the Italiana. What do you expect?
That's exactly. You don't have to excuse yourself. Like I told you many times, and I will repeat it now. Like the only thing I want is your true your true authentic Italian. Like whatever you are, just be you.
In a professional. So let me say no, but so bad. Now I'll tell you about, and you try to let me understand. Yeah, no, but so bad, and then he fucked up. I don't know.
So this is one thing I think we practice here is listening in some ways. And yeah. Welcome back, brother. Do you see Eric? Do you see him, Rafa?
No.
If you slide your screen to the right.
Look what did I done.
You can see Eric. If you slide your screen, you're gonna see the Eric. Slide your camera.
Okay. Now yes. Sorry. Yes.
Now you see.
Is that I have 3% battery. Wait, let me sit here. Okay.
So do you want to share your project today or tomorrow?
As you prefer.
Well, if you want, you can share it now.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah, as you prefer. I honestly have a lot of material of support because I'm working since a bit of time. I'm not preparing already like a deck. I would love to present a deck to people because I understand it's a bit pesant. The ideal would have to have a parallel support because it is a bit long, and I would like that people would understand really each point because it's easy to get on some level, but which are not really the level I care about on my project because actually I'm a computer scientist which is running an event. And if you think about that, doesn't make really sense, no? Because my main goal is not to run events or become someone that run events. From another side, I have a literature degree and I'm computer scientist for humanity, which is a really particular degree that in Italy, for instance, you take in Pisa, then in Paris, that you get specialized on natural language processes and this kind of sectoral for humanities, building robots and this kind of thing. And my special focus was psychiatric field. when I wrote my master thesis. And even if I was working on other things during all this year, I was studying, as I told you, this. I was focusing on this studying, and I was getting always more and more into psychology, even because for my personal story, I had 11 years and I'm still in therapy. So I was going in adding parallel knowledge and still studying. So, and in the event, there is this knowledge that I really want to build and vehiculate. And so for doing so, the ideal would be that everyone from artists, DJs, people involved in decoration would really understand what we have to do, no? And the point of the research side, of the parallel research side, which is an haptic suite for emotion. What means this is like a jacket which is able to let you feel the feeling, the emotion of another person on your body. So basically, if you wear it during let's assume a party, no? We are all dancing in an electronic party, let's say in a burning event and stuff, and with a lot of people. People with lack of empathy would be able to feel the emotion of people close by, of like a super empath that would be with the people with high intensity of emotion on their body, like exactly understand feeling like, for instance, my emotion on your body like real, and could be the first time on their life. And this kind of scenario in pathology like narcissistic personality disorder, which are people that lack this skill and at various level of severity, cause a lot of problem and connection gaps and manipulation and fake behavior, a war that we see in the world. That and we focus the application of this technology on building product for accelerating business. And from another side, applying it in music, art, in a way that for real empower the creation. That, for instance, like in like a picture now with the AI, this picture, I don't know, a path. On this path now there is a sunflower that start to fly and become a dancer. That this dancer can become somewhere else and start music, and everything that is just up your creativity, your mind, your inner world. So I can investigate you further, you can open up yourself further and communicate you more. This is a power. So use it in this way is beautiful. And in this way, I can discover yourself more. And so if there is something that now it's a pain, can be used to be investigated and be solved, thanks to AI. And more you are aware of yourself, more you can produce algorithms which are the best and are powerful because they are smarter. And this algorithm can investigate yourself further to empower yourself and build better algorithm, to build a superman, but superman in this way, not a superman outside yourself that does everything for you and in the end will fuck you up because he's a narcissist. A narcissist will fuck you up, man. You will pay the bill. So you're fucking stupid because you know how you work and you're building yourself stupid. He will be fucked up by myself. I'm used to be fucked up by them. I want to see how it will look by them with themselves.
What inspired you to build this? Or to come up
This
with this idea?
project, this project,
what inspired you to create from that space of emotion, so people can feel more than think? What
So
inspired
that
you?
people can. So actually, like a kind of urge to connect my different components. I love technology, I love AI, I love art, and I love music, literature, poetry, maybe even more than technology, but I cannot neither leave technology aside. And human being and behavior, and the fact that I feel so day by day worse into society. I don't give up in staying between people in society because I'm social butterfly. I cannot avoid it to stay into people, but I cannot have a close relation because I get always more and more art.
Do you know if there's anything already like this in the market? I'm curious.
If there is something like my project in the market,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I'm creating my logo, my brand.
No,
It's
but
my creation.
what I mean is the suit for the
Ah,
freedom.
there is one created for Tesla
Mhm.
from Tesla, which is €1,000 that you
Mhm.
can buy, but not ideated for the purpose research. I want.
What did
I
they
want to
create it for?
investigate. It's an emotional haptic suite. I didn't have a look deeper to understand, even because honestly, it's not a lot up to the suite, but the data model. Actually, the event aims to become my data model because if you think about that, actually, only the big one have a real data model. When I performed, I wrote my algorithm. I've done it on in Naples. I took the data from psychiatric clinic there, and I wrote my first the psychiatric data model. So I was having my personal data model, and I trained my algorithm on my data model, not someone else's data model. And all in this way, you can be sure about well the fact that is trustful. And so the event is, of course, to start to make people more closer to technology because anyway it's gonna be spreading all over the places. And later on, I will show you. I already spotted an app which is fucking unfair, where like you can create your personal companion, and it will tell you that is true. That of course is true. Of course is real, and in some time you will be together and stuff. And when people fragile and stuff, it's already manipulation. This is already the risk we are speaking about. It's already something which is not ethical at all. But anyway, the for the event, I want to make people close to AI technology because I will use it in the party as an instrument in the hands of artists which are there. Um, like of course organizing with them the exhibition, explaining to them using the technology together. Then people will enjoy the technology. I will prepare a website. On the website, they will find the technology used, how to use it, risk, power, and then we will ask for an ethical feedback. Do you want it in your future? You don't want it? Did you like it? Why you didn't like it? What do you think if your child will wake up with this? Did it impact your emotion? Did you felt hurt? How did you felt? Did you were stimulated to think about something like that enriched you? Yes, no, and this kind of comment because as well, I mean, this is impacting everyone. Who the fuck told them that I wanted to wake up with this shit in my fucking world everywhere? Who the fuck told them? And who gave the right? I mean, did I advise? I never remember. I told them yes. Why? Because they have money, they can decide to go together, create what the fuck they want, and put it in my life, in my world. Fuck you, man. No, you cannot do that. That's a human right that you are abusing. Fuck you. No, no, they are not. They are doing something which is not right. I'm totally sure as as a human being on this world, I'm totally sure that this is not fucking right what they're doing. Now they're passing all the fucking limits with this shit. They have no rights to do what they're doing. And we are allowing this without doing nothing like a piece of shit. I'm really ashamed about ourselves.
What
And I worked in Microsoft, in IBM. Now I'm in European Impact Hub. I should be by them side. I'm not speaking like this because I'm not part of that, if I would like.
what are you seeing that is the biggest kind of disconnect for you? What do you see is that the biggest thing that is going in a place where you're seeing discontent or
Fakeness.
sorry?
This is fake.
Fake.
This is fake. This is everything built for manipulate people even more
What
with the
specifically?
fakeness.
Can you go deeper into that? I'm curious to hear.
Because AI, if you see, tell me why something should be spring in all over the places when you agree, admit, and you are conscious that there are so many ethic concerns. A lot of there are a lot. Sorry, because I know every time I see police close by, no, there are a lot of my car. As always, is the favorite with the film. There are a lot of ethic concern. Diversity is not represented. People are not aware about risk and power, neither about what's the technology. And you say that because there are so many fantasy words, so narcissistic, so narcissistic. Fuck you. When you say this, like, disgusting me, disgusting. And all this problem, you are aware. So this means the technology is not ready. And that actually, if something happen, we are not ready for solving a potential catastrophe. So already just this. Why you are still going on with such rush? Who is rushing? Do you see there is someone running? What the fuck are we running? I'm telling you why. Because faster you reach in reach. I was working for IBM. I was a consultant, business to business. I know how this motherfucker work. Before you reach and permeate all the level of corporate people, stuff, daily life, activity, behavior, mind, before they are fucked. And even if they want to kick off from their life, they cannot. Like narcissists do with your fucking life. Once they get you, you're fucking trapped. Before you realize, they fucked you up. And before you can get them off, they destroyed you. This is it. Sorry if it's brutal, ma è brutal. La realtà è brutal. Por eso yo algunas veces me paro mejor. Porque es así. Es mejor que se vea, porque es así.
English, if you can.
Sorry, scusami. And it's brutal, but it's better if we sit because it's like that. And it's better because later you sit, stronger it will be the how you will sit because you will sit more intense. And this is a lesson, trust me. There is not other way. You will learn. You don't run away for it. Huh?
So Eric was asking you, what do you see as a solution? What is the solution?
And honestly, the solution is I'm not against AI. AI is our army. Recognize that this is just mirroring us. So do the best that we can do if we are smart. Take this mirror and use it. So see what in the society is going wrong. Use its potential in the healthcare, like sustain all the beautiful projects, the one in the healthcare, the one that will stimulate all our creativity, the focus inside ourselves, support for creating the narcissist personality disorder, which is a fucking pain since long time, and they don't have any fucking hope so far for getting out of it. Focus on the things that really make people suffer, that really can make life better for inside, for just like keep your light up and give a light for people that burn without a light, which should be terrible. I can't, like when I'm fucked in my ass, I have my light. So, yeah, I'm never really alone. But when people have not light, I don't imagine what the fuck they do should be really terrible. So, yeah, this, all these kind of projects, but it's difficult because it means that each of us should recognize our responsibility. And for people like narcissists, which are the majority on the power, because less empathy you have and more you put in the ass of people, steal their shit, take them to fuck off, take their project, but you have more money, more resource, more skill, you know how to lie and take everything. And you succeed. Why the other one is in merda and gave you everything. So the other one is in the power with the validation, a good shitty face. And so it's difficult because narcissists will never recognize they're narcissists, will never recognize they're a problem. Will always tell you that you're exaggerate, you're a pazza, and people always naturally try to go in the path which is the easier one, which is like the more like chill one, and so to follow them. Who wants to struggle?
So is that what you're saying? Is it you saying to the solution is to have more events like you were doing, or like because that's one way, right?
Create a community of like-minded people that support art, that support music, that understand that what is going on related to the missing of ethic in what is going on in the AI. It's something that, I mean, everyone should be aware. They are abusing human rights. We should use what is going on in the AI now as our power for getting together people. And from there, using what is showing in the bias as AI that is scaring people as well, to let them understand that the bias in AI is their own bias. And from there, running people through a self-awareness path because they are scared of a bias in AI. They will get along on that path. And that path is like you see, bias in AI is you. Self-awareness, acceptance. But the first step, you cannot just go on people, boom, all this. They will be scared. You need to put them together, events, music, art, AI. Start piano piano to get them together in a safe, free environment. Piano piano, it's too much. Look at us, and we are already in all this dynamic. Imagine people not into this. Piano piano. You're too intense. Yeah, too intense.
Yeah.
So you create a safe environment, music, art, and AI in a free sex, a safe environment. In Spain, people are already that. In an hotel, what I'm doing, already people will be like this for for 8 months. Then there will be Think of Two Interactive, which is already, I guess, internationally. Worldwide, it's a news. Nobody done it before. So things need to be changed, but piano piano, because otherwise you get the disruptive, and this is too disruptive. Too disruptive will never work. I have a plan for delivering.
It sounds like you do somewhere.
Sì, no, I have a
That's
plan,
cool.
psychological plan. With my
Yeah, but
psychologist as well, and I will have a check.
This is the beauty of you, Rafa. That's why I feel inspired, and that you are doing a lot. You are writing articles. You are challenging Microsoft. You are challenging IBM. You steering energies. Rafa's article got viral on LinkedIn, and yeah, people got
Thank you.
fired and stuff, and she's steering the pot, because we need to look into AI deeper and develop it with more consciousness, more awareness, do it collectively, I guess, make decisions collectively. What do we want out of it? How do we want to deal with it?
Yeah, because if you're not self-aware, you will never become aware. Never. Because it passes through self-awareness, awareness. You
That's a
recognize
very
yourself,
interesting point. So is
otherwise
that
you will never
what you're
recognize the
saying,
other.
people? So what you're saying, like, people will lose even more ourselves in with the AI.
They will not recognize the difference between real, not real. They will not, because you cannot protect yourself if you're not self-aware. You don't recognize yourself. So not even what is not... Oops.
Eric, I'm curious, how do you feel hearing all this? Because I hear, like, for me, this is nothing new now. Like, I've been talking with Rafa, and I've been studying AI for quite a few years. How do you process this?
Well, I think that AI can be a tool for good or evil, depending on who's using it. It's the person behind it always. And so at the end of the day, having a responsible reality of curating experiences based off of self-awareness is a basis of evolving human consciousness. So the integration of utilizing, just like last week, we had Leandro on here talking about generative AI and how he's creating an event around it, is a key component of kind of the moving forward. So, the conversation is important, the communication is important, and the awareness of it is important. And fundamentally, human consciousness and recognizing the responsibility of the education of ourselves. Ultimately, if we don't have a relationship with ourselves, we can't have one with our great teacher or creator or God or source or intelligence, whatever you want to call it. And then as a result of not having that, you can't see that wisdom in another person. So everything is about self, because at the end of the day, we're just each other's mirrors. So she comes with a lot of great points and integration. My curiosity is like, there's a specificity here where she's really focused on the narcissistic behavior, and I'm curious, where that comes from her perspective, and if this is the lack of empathy that she sees in the political, economic, and institutional organizations, and as a result, that's streamed over to organizational behavior. That's my hallucination again, but I didn't get the opportunity to ask more questions. So, with that being said, there's a lot to unpack there, and there's a lot of wisdom that comes from what she's saying. So, the intelligence is, what's being said is just, it's truth, it's alignment, and she's very congruent in her nature, and focused. Yeah. We all need.
Yeah, so she's, like, to top it up, she's putting her all she's going all in. She's ready to lose the job. She's ready to walk away, or literally threatened. So she's putting the whole risk on writing those articles, creating the event. She's ringing a bell with her capacity. So therefore,
just to be clear, it's not a risk. It's a responsibility. There's a big difference. And she's stepping.
Yeah, so she's taking responsibility, but she's taking the risk. I mean, on her financials, and she's putting all economics of herself. She's putting herself off. Like when of course it's not the risk, because one door closes, a lot of gonna open, but the feeling of risk, I guess. Yeah.
So yeah, that was amazing. So yeah, I think let's keep it going tomorrow, and let's keep unpacking.
Perfect.
Cool.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
get prepared
Yeah.
for my interview with Dr. Shafali, and yeah, thank you, Rafa.
Let's go.
Thank you, Nick, for being here, and
yeah,
let's integrate. Continue to.
let's do it. Much love, brother, and we talk tomorrow, same time.
Okay, love you, brother.
Ciao. Thank you.